CIIE is celebrating 5 years. We're celebrating 25 in China. We opened the first store in 1998. But our story, the history with China started much earlier. We opened our first office from a purchasing in 1990, but we've been doing business with companies in China since the 1960s. And I think that when it comes to that part, I think it's also what you can see on the wall here, in China, for China, and co-create with China. This is the key message when it comes to this. This is not something new. China is a country where we have all parts of our value chain. This is unique in IKEA. We have it in Sweden, we have it in China, but not really in any other country. And it means that we have the product development possibilities here, we have the production capabilities, we have the shopping centers, and we have the stores. To mention some of what we are doing.
Pontus, I know that you mentioned the China market has a relatively complete value chain for IKEA, and I was wondering if you can expand on that a little bit more in terms of what is the significance of the China market for IKEA?
I think China is an important and strategic market. It has been that for a long period of time, and it will continue to be like that. We are committed to China. We are confident in China. Looking forward, we're just coming from our Future Plus strategy that we have ended now basically a year ago, which was very much about building the future of what IKEA is and retailing, both when it comes to our physical customer meeting points. For example, the store in Shuhui, our first store here in China, is unique in how it has been now redeveloped and redesigned to fit into omni-channel retailing for the future here in China. But it also comes into the digital steps that we have taken when it comes to online presence, both through our own channels with the app, but also in WeChat mini program, Tmall, to mention a couple of them. That also came with a lot of investment now going forward. For the coming year, we have an investment plan of 5.3 billion RMB. And that comes once again into different parts. It's both about the physical expansion, where we have a number of stores and shopping centers in the pipeline, starting with Hefei, that is opening in approximately a month during December, and more to come.
And Pontus, how big is the opportunity for IKEA as China transitions into a carbon neutral society?
In China, we have the first and only so far climate energy positive store. In Tianjin Dongli, we have installed solar panels, which means that we produce more energy than we use in the store. I think that's quite cool. I think it's the way forward. And this is a first step. Secondly, is about the last mile deliveries. In Shanghai, for example, 100% of our home deliveries are EV. We're not at 100% yet for all in China, but we're at 90%. We have a way to go. And then I think as a last example there, it's also about how do we close the loops of waste from our, let's say, our operations back into the value chain.